Hi, this video is specifically for Maggie Sanchez. She asked me to film how I divide salvia, and I've been waiting for my salvia. They have been flowering beautifully, and I've been waiting for the salvia to actually stop flowering so I can cut it down and we can divide it. Today is the day. Okay, so here is the salvia that we are going to be splitting. And you can see it's in amongst everything else here, and I've got a gap. The actual plant is in there, but it's sent out shoots with flowers. So I'm going to cut this back, and then we're going to dig out the plant and we'll take it to the table and I'll show you how we'll split it. Okay, so we managed to get the plant out. As you can see, as I was digging out, pieces were already breaking off, but this is how this plant spreads. So you can start off with a clump like this, and it'll send roots out under the ground, and then a baby will pop up like that. So this one's got a whole lot of babies. So what we do is I want to pot some of these up and give them to friends. So I'm just going to cut off some of the root system here. As long as you don't take off, these are the roots that feed the plants, these little roots. These bigger, thicker roots are not necessary, and any dead foliage. So just take it off. It's not necessary. It's just going to slow the plant down. This plant will shoot from the bottom like it has already, like that, over there. And let me get a couple of these little hairy guys off here. Right, so I've got some soil here. I'm just going to take it out of my pot. Oops. I'm going to mix a little bit of bone meal in here. This is, in America it's called blood and bone. In South Africa it's called bone meal. And it's basically just bones grounded up. It's very good for root growth. It helps aids the plant in making healthy roots. I'm just cutting a few more off here so it fits in. Okay. See there. Leaf it away. Sorry, these little roots are not thick enough for these secateurs. Okay, so I tuck those in there like that. All the fine roots. We put some soil around it. Shake. Right. This will shoot up. At the moment we are in winter here, but we give it a good watering. And let's just get all the roots to settle down nicely. If the soil does sink down, like it's doing here on the one side, I can see roots. And we'll just take a little extra soil and we'll just pop it over there and shake. The soil settles down. So in summer, this will shoot up within 3-4 weeks. Beautiful growth. But we are in winter at the moment, so this is going to take a little longer. That's fine. I'll leave it outside in the pot, water it when I water everything else, and it'll shoot up. So this section here, you can see it was in the ground like this. And you'll see there's roots coming to make new plants. There's a whole lot of new growth. So as you can see, the roots have come out and then it sent up a bud here. So you could cut this off.
I'm pausing.
Okay, so as you can see, it's come off the mother plant from here and it's shot up, and now it's sending along more runners. So that's how it spreads. So in order to pot this, we're just going to cut off so it fits in a pot, and we'll stick it in a pot like that. In a pot like that, and that'll grow and that'll spread as well. Now this one is a bigger clump, and as you can see, it's not difficult to separate. I mean, you just literally pull. So I would plant this as one single entity. However, you would need a bigger pot for that because of this section that comes out. But if you've got smaller pots, I've also got smaller pots. I'm just going to cut that off there, and that will go in a pot. And whoops, so this would go in a pot. I would actually cut, oh, we've actually got 3 plants. So 1, 2, 3, 4 already from this pot, and this one 5, and we've still got this whole clump here. So you can feel, as you've got this in your hand, you can feel where if it'll break. If you're scared and you're doing this and you feel like you're going to break the plant too much, then anything that you can see that has a root or roots, like this section, plant that. This section, plant this. That section's got a few roots. And then what I would do is I would just take this and I would plant this as its own, it's a different plant, as its own entity. I've left this because it has got a green shoot on it, so I don't want to cut it off. But I would just trim all these longer roots, because to get them in a bag, you're just going to make it pot bound. Just trim them all off like that. And then you would stick that in a pot or a bag. This one might cause a bit of problems, but stick it in a pot or a bag and leave it for a couple of weeks. In summer they grow really quickly, and then you can plant them out in your landscape. These can grow, they can spread about 3 to 4 foot. This plant will grow 4 feet wide by about 2.5, 3 feet tall. And as you can see, this is what we've got from this one plant, and this wasn't one of the biggest ones I've got. So I hope this has helped you. All these will take, and you can, if you don't want to put them in pots, put them straight in the ground. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, Maggie. Bye.